Well, hi. Thanks for talking.
Hi, what a beautiful
I,
background.
yeah, thank you. I enjoyed the movie. I actually just got done with it about 15 minutes ago. It's been so busy this week, but I really enjoyed it. So, but to start out, what was it about it that made you want to be a part of it?
Um, well, I think I was definitely interested in telling the story, which was inspired by cases such as like the West Mesa murders. And yeah, I think so many women go missing every year, and to be able to shine a spotlight on that and tell a story um, felt important.
How did you get involved? Did you audition for it or?
No, they just said that he Asif would like to meet you, and I had a meeting where we were able to talk about the character and talk about the film, and then decided to work together, and
That's
that's
always
what
good
happened.
when that
Yeah.
happens. What was the preparation like for this? Did you do any research or anything?
I spoke to a female detective just about what kind of a day in the life is like, and what it's like kind of being a woman working mostly with men in a very male dominated space. Um, and that was very informative. And that was kind of all I had time to do because it was really like go shoot now. So I didn't have a time like a chance to shadow anybody or anything like that.
Okay. Well, I guess what part did you have an easy time and hard time connecting with then with the character?
I mean, I think I very much connected with her and her desire to, bring the killer to justice and to find out what was going on, and her empathy for the women. Um, And I do think it's funny because we have this idea of what a woman, a female detective would look like or act
Mhm.
like, and for me, that's not how I'm typically perceived. And so but then I realize like that person isn't that person. Do you know what I mean? Like the character I'm playing is coming in and having to fill some sort of role that is expected of her. So it was kind of interesting to kind of approach it that way.
Yeah, I was going to say I like too that she didn't really put up with her partner not
Yeah.
letting her help. So talk a bit about working with Brian, who plays
Oh,
your.
Brian's great. I hadn't met him prior to working with him. I think we met for the first time, in a van going to set the first day of filming. And he was just he's great. He's great to act with. He's great to hang with, and it was a really lovely experience getting to know him and
Other than
working.
what you were talking about with the character that I just asked you about, was there anything else that you found difficulty with in this role?
No, it was just I think just for me it was important to her just I mean I always am just really hard on myself and I just want to give everybody the best version of it, and so that's just always the challenge for me.
Oh, that's fun. It's you saying that. Are you someone who like watches back your takes, or are you someone who can't watch yourself? Maybe
I don't like
experience.
watching myself. Like if I'm making an audition tape, which is how we pretty much operate now, we don't really go in rooms to audition. I will watch those because I still have control over it. Like I can do a new take or I can, whereas when you make a movie or a TV show or anything, you're kind of at the in the hands of somebody else and then it's done. Do you know what I mean? And so it's so hard to watch. I just sit there and go like, why did I make that face? What am I doing? Like what, send me back to acting school that I didn't go to. I don't know.
I was gonna say, so I take it if you watch it after the fact when it's like in the theater or on the TV, you do that. You're hypercritical then. That's like.
Definitely. Yeah. Wish I wasn't. Something I'm trying to let go of as I age.
Do you have what's your favorite scene from the movie that you can talk about without spoiling too much?
That's a good question. I feel like there's a good scene between Brian's character and mine, where we sort of go head to head, and I remember that being fun to shoot.
Is there anywhere other than what you got from the script and when you talked to Asif that you kind of based her on? Like, is there any? I mean, I know you said you met a female cop, but was there anyone you were kind of thinking about or that inspired it when you were kind of putting her together?
There wasn't. I think that it was just based on the conversations that I had, and then just trying to, and I did do some reading, about the West Mesa murders, which was just kind of inspired by, and there was a female detective on that case, that I did read about, um, who, you know, cared so deeply about the women, and worked so diligently to try and solve the case. And I definitely took inspiration from that as well.
Was this filmed in Albuquerque? I was just curious if it was actually on location or.
No, it was shot outside of Vegas, actually, in the
Oh,
in the
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything what in particular that you look for in roles when you do go out to audition or send in auditions, I guess, in this case?
Uh just a good story. Like, I love good storytelling, a great director, somebody, I love great actors, or good script. You just, and I do enjoy doing something that I haven't done before.
Is there any particular, like, do you have like a dream role or somebody you want to work with that you haven't yet? Kind of sticks out.
That's a good question. I don't know what the dream role is, because there's just so many things that I'd love to play. Um, I don't know. There's so many people. There's so many great things. I just read for like something with Todd Haynes, and I think he's amazing. I'd love to work with him. I love Yorgos. I love Jeff Nichols. I want to go see the bike riders. I mean, there's just so many fantastic filmmakers.
Would you ever, you just because you were talking about, not liking to watch yourself and not being in control of it, do you ever want to direct or anything like that where you are in control of it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm working on trying to make that happen right now. So yeah, that's definitely the next step. And I actually like wrote myself a role in something, a supporting role with like somebody else as the female lead. And then even that though, I was like, you know what? I think I need to, if I'm going to direct something, especially for the first time, like I don't need to see my face while I'm doing it. Like I don't want any of the focus to be pulled from the movie and what everybody else is doing.
I
So
think too, though, you'd probably make more work for yourself trying to do
I'm
both at
sure I
once.
would.
That would
I'd
be,
probably annoy
would be
somebody. So
really
it's just for
difficult.
the best.
Do you have anything specific coming up besides this film?
I have a film coming out in October called Monster Summer. It was called Boys of Summer before, so you probably saw that on there as that. And that's sort of like a great summer coming of age tale. Sort of like the Goonies. There's like a mysterious monster possibly element of it, and it's really lovely. It was fun to make.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Like I said, I did enjoy the movie, so looking forward to other people seeing it. Thank
Great, thank
you.
you.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.